One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos and the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Lobos will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Stanford's offense will come out first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Hit as he throws. He's got him wide open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Harris. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will take the field for the 1st time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game, Jesse? Easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
To throw, it's Everett. Slips away. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Lobos line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run. Just keeps moving. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Dropping back, it's Everett. With the catch, it's McKinney. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and trying to get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Using his legs, it's Washington. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, his head is spinning.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bannon.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from Yale.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up with a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, New Mexico. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Caught by the receiver. Pickup of 5. Second down coming up.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Lobos moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Lobos are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Lobos! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys.
There he goes. Oh, spins away. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Using the quick game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 28 to Vanderbilt. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking for a man. It's Everett. Pocket breaking down. Avoids pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You know, for a pass rush, it's all about constricting the quarterback and just pushing these offensive linemen, moving them backward, and building that fence around the QB so there's nowhere for him to go. QB was able to make a few guys miss, but he inevitably went down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Cardinal! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Everett. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. All down the down, move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do...
Deep shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Looking for a man. It's Everett. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, New Mexico! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Going for 6. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 38 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll give it to Johnson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll move the wide receiver. They try to pop a run on the draw. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Quarterback on the keeper. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Snagged out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Barrels ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And even though he gets tackled down in bounds with no timeouts, I think you have time here to clock it quickly and then get your field goal unit out there.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
They want to keep this drive alive. Third and short here in overtime. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
To the air. It's Everett. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Touchdown, Lobos! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll do it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to pull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Stanford! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They'll leave it with him. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
2nd overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Stanford, 41. New Mexico, 35.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up what he can and then slides.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
4 down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an out.
Touchdown, New Mexico! And they responded with a score of their own here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get...